What a long drive. Black belt and blue, huh? Hello? I am. I'm writing my shit right here on this, too. What time did I make it?
You're fine.
I made it? Okay.
Do you have any weapons on you?
No, I don't carry weapons. That's my phone. I don't have nothing, man. I'm good. How you doing? I'm going to shake your hand. Thank you.
This is a court-ordered interview, as you know. Is that yours?
What?
Those are your papers.
Yeah, I just bring my notebook. I'm taking notes.
You cannot take notes.
Why not?
That is not allowed.
Why not?
That's not going to be allowed. You can come in for an interview. You will not be allowed to take notes.
I take notes at every visit.
Not allowed.
But this is kind of like an interrogation.
This is an interview for the courts. I do not allow you to take notes.
I never heard of such a thing.
Are you going to sit for the interview or not? That's up to you. I will not allow notes.
Well, are you okay today? You seem kind of mean. You seem upset. Listen, the court, first off, I'm surprised the court is ordering this because I've done nothing wrong. And we thought this was kind of, this would come like later after a convicted person maybe or something, not someone that hasn't been convicted.
I will go over the ground rules with you. One of the ground rules is you not allow notes.
All right, let's go. Like the last doctor I went to, Harbantic, it seemed like after I was there, he started saying, I'm going to ask you all kinds of personal questions. And I says, well, it sounds like I should probably, it doesn't even seem like an evaluation. But I tried to go see a doctor by our choice, and they wouldn't allow that. And so we thought there was a bias there. And so the court, we felt that the court's not supposed to be doing this because I've done nothing wrong. In fact, we have a lot of evidence that proves I've done nothing wrong.
Okay, you got to put the papers down, please.
That's my notepad. Thank you.
Take that again.
What?
Those are yours, so I'm going to keep them. This is a Rule 11 evaluation, which is an evaluation that is ordered by a court. So it is not a confidential evaluation, and a report will be generated for the court. You cannot be convicted on the basis of this, nor can you receive new charges. Do you understand that?
Say that again slowly. I like to process stuff slow.
I am a psychiatrist. I am neither for the defense nor for the prosecution. I am the court's expert to determine if you are competent to go through court proceedings.
But how could you know that unless you know a person for their whole life?
That is the purpose of this evaluation. I submit a report to the court regarding my opinion. I've been asked to do so by the court. You will not be charged. You cannot receive any charges apart from what you've already been charged with, nor can you be convicted. Anything you say with regards to what occurred when you got arrested, which I will ask you about, will be your attorney. I assume you have an attorney?
I should have him here, it sounds like.
Who is, no, he's not allowed to come in to this interview.
I wonder why.
Because I am neither for the prosecution nor for the defense.
You're just trying to say you're a medium and you can't show bias to either party.
That is correct.
And that but you're still working for the court, it sounds like. You're still doing this for the court, so there is...
To assist the court in determining...
That's what I'm saying, the court is actually the prosecution in this case.
Okay. I am here to assist the court in determining if you're okay to go through court proceedings. That's the purpose.
Yeah, I understand all this. You know, we've done our homework. I'm an old man. I'm almost the same age as you.
What is your date of birth?
It's almost the same as you. You're 62. I'm 60. 11/3/63.
Okay.
And the last doctor just said the same thing, which I shouldn't be ordered to go to anything because I was falsely charged, first off.
I don't determine that.
Well, they know they falsely charged me, the ones that did this to me. You know, if you make false accusations and false charges on someone, they know they did what they did.
What are you charged with?
Domestic violence that never took place.
Is it a felony?
That's what they're stating, but actually I've done nothing wrong. So they broke a lot. This deputy broke a lot of laws at my home by himself. He made a false report and he made false charges and he falsely arrested me, and that's what this is about. And now the whole county here is covering up for him, and the courts has helped cover for their guy. That's how it works. Like one big baseball team against an innocent man.
What is your version of events that happened?
Of which events? Which day? Since this been going on for 2 years.
This has been going on for 2 years? Okay, what was the date of the event?
Well, there was no actual event. You're saying they're trying to say that there was a false problem the day before?
I'm asking you for your version of events.
Well, haven't you seen the reports?
I have. I'm asking you for your version.
Why would you want to ask about the case?
Well, sir, if you don't want to answer my questions, don't answer.
No, I said, why would you want to ask about the case?
I'm not going to explain why.
But you said this isn't about the case. This is about to seeing if I'm a competent, normal man.
I am privy to everything that occurred, and I can ask whatever I'd like to ask. I'm not going to explain why I ask anything. I'm going to just ask.
Yeah, but anything I say about the case is supposed to be confidential for the court still, in my defense.
Anything that you say about the events, that part that goes to the prosecution, your attorney gets a copy first.
Yeah, but the attorney is the county attorney also on the same payroll. And we feel this attorney is biased anyway. She's been really mean, and we already tried to get her removed, and the Bar Association's been involved. I mean, it's really unfair because I wanted to get a change of venue. I filed motions for a change of venue to get it moved to a fair chance, fair hearings in another county that's not involved. These guys are all liable and involved. And so,
who is your attorney?
which ones? I've had a few now.
Okay, well, who have you had?
I used to have Elena Sears, for the Mojave County here, the public defender's office, legal defender's office. She was the one originally, and I had to go get a real attorney and paid him the money. We paid the money we all could put in, and then he was failing for a year and a half, would not file one motion for us.
Who was that?
Paul Ramos. Now,
Paul who?
Ramos. But he would not file one motion for a year and a half. Wouldn't get our records subpoenaed. Wouldn't file a motion to change a venue. Wouldn't file a motion for anything, even to try and dismissal hearing at any pre-trials or anything for us when we proved evidence that we got on our own.
So who's your attorney now? Because you said you fired.
Well, I was trying to represent myself. We wanted to represent ourselves, and they don't want us to do that because they don't want us to present all our own evidence. So I have another attorney we've been waiting to bring back in, and Elena Sears will not remove herself, and the judge says she doesn't have to right now.
So she's technically the attorney of record right now.
Well, she's technically a county employee also. That's for the state that seems to be biased and not helping us. Or she wouldn't have filed this motion 11. I thought the prosecutor would file a motion 11 on someone instead of the other good motion she was supposed to file. We asked her to file. You understand what I'm saying? If we ask you to file a motion on our behalf and consent with us and go represent us, well, you better be a fair voice and try and do what's in our best interest, not what's not for our best interest, especially if you're an innocent man and the county is involved and they're liable.
Who is the judge?
Well, there's been a couple judges. It's been going a long time. I thought you reviewed this whole case already.
Who is the judge?
Which one? At what
Who
time?
was the first one?
The first judge was Jill Davis in Lake Havasu City.
Yes, go ahead.
And she ordered my release after 5 days. They had me in custody 7 days with no phone call. Which, by law, you're only allowed to hold someone 24 hours in a holding cell, up to 24 to 30 hours on a false probable cause case without charging him or giving a phone call. That guy kept me for 2.5, almost 3 days in a cell with no food, no blanket, no phone call, while he's at my house harassing my girlfriend and everybody at our house and trying to get more clips and more body cam, more and interrogating and threatening and harassing my home while he's illegally holding me in the false holding cell for 3 days almost without a phone call.